I'll try to get this on camera for you so you can see this. We got some damage. This drum is junk. And then if we look, once this drum's down in there, you'll see how much movement we have.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and tear apart this 47RE built transmission for the Cummins, and we're going to see what kind of carnage we can find inside of that thing. But before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know that we are doing a truck show in North Prairie, Wisconsin, July 31st at 10 a.m. at Veterans Park. I'll leave all that information in the description below. Last time we did this truck show, we had thousands of people show up. It was a lot of fun. I would love to see you guys out there. If you guys plan on attending, I left a link in the description below. Click on that link. It's a Facebook link. It goes to Ryan's Diesel Service, and let us know if you want to attend. But I want you guys to stay tuned because we are going to crack open this transmission for the first time. We all know that these Dodge transmissions have a bad rep. Now, this particular transmission has already been built. It was built about 7 years ago, a full Suncoast build. Has a billet input shaft, has a few other little goodies on there. I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, and it's like, is it worth building this transmission since it's already built? But then again, 7 years ago, we've whooped on it pretty hard. Let's crack this thing open and see what kind of carnage this transmission actually has inside of it. So I think you might want to watch till the very end. But before we get started, every $1 spent on the truckmasterdiesel.com website will get you guys one automatic entry to win the 54-inch snap-on toolbox that we're giving away on the channel. We just want to give back to you guys just a big thanks for all the support, subscribing, watching the videos. I just can't thank you guys enough for it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Garen boxes just showed up. We are going to have the biggest, baddest 47RE for this Cummins build. We're so excited. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox everything, show you what's in the packaging. I think you're gonna be pretty interested to see what's up here. You guys are probably wondering what's going on with the Cummins build. Well, I'm here to tell you that we just received the parts from Garen Transmission, and we're really excited about this. You guys know Mark, owner of Kodiak Truck in North Prairie, Wisconsin, and today we're gonna unbox everything. And you guys should stick around and stay tuned and watch till the end. So here we go, guys. Like I said, best in the business, and why not have Kodiak Truck rebuild the transmission on top of using the best parts that we have available. We did the Allison 6-speed full install video using Garen parts. So make sure you guys watch that video, especially for a lot of the Duramax guys that watch my channel, if you're interested in learning exactly how to rebuild your transmission. So today, we've just unboxed all the Garen goodies that we have here. Explain to you guys all the parts that we have and what we're gonna be doing for this future video. So let's do this.
Well, we'll start up front here. Obviously, we got our deep Garen pan, aluminum pan. We got the spacer for the filter and everything that's gonna go on. Complete, gasket, the whole 9 yards. Beautiful pan, heavy cast. Just a really, really nice piece. Gives housing a bit more strength too, because a lot of these aluminum housings are somewhat weak, and if you were here lifting up this pan's heavy duty. It's a nice deal. They also hooked you up with the billet SFI flywheel flex plate. The parts that are sitting out here on the bench, you're not getting anything better anywhere else. This stuff is fantastic. I'm thoroughly impressed with all their products. That's why we use them. So, got the SFI flywheel, got a full gasket seal kit, another filters there, got our billet converter. Their converters Trust me when I say I've used a lot of different converters in the day, different manufacturers. I will never go away from Garen. And you know, you can always fine-tune something just the way you want it, which is awesome when you can actually talk to a human being and really get down and dirty.
How many transmissions have you actually built in your life?
I haven't kept track. Too many?
And you know what works and what doesn't. And
Right.
that's basically the key here.
I don't think it's a super high stall. I think we're somewhere right around 1,800, 2,000, something like that.
Yeah, and it was cool because I talked to the general, his name is Dave on the phone, about
Dave
my
Anderson.
goals, Dave Anderson, about my goals with the Cummins. We're doing 2 turbos, and I don't want to release the sizes, they already know it. And we're also doing a P-pump on this 24 valve. So we want to make sure that the stall is correct on the converter. That's so important. And as we move on to all the other parts that we have, he wanted to sort of make sure that even like the valve body, that everything works in sync the way it should.
We got our billet input shaft, which is nice. We got our steel stator assembly. We also got our direct piston, all our sealing rings for that. We have a billet Rebestis band. We've got all our thrust washers, everything we need in here. Moving on, we got all our accumulators, bearing kit. This we haven't opened up yet, but we got all our bearings in here and everything else. Full bushings, all that stuff. Obviously, our clutch packs that are back here. Again, I haven't tore into these. My guess is most of this is either Alto and or Rebestis. We got the heavy-duty Bellevue spring here, which you guys will see when we get down and dirty into this transmission, what we're doing. We got upgraded snap rings and everything else. There is definitely a lot more pieces in one of these Dodge transmissions that needs attention than an Allison. Obviously, an Allison's pretty brute of a transmission. The weakest link in an Allison is the clutches, basically.
Didn't you tell me that you know of people that have took the 47 and 48 and installed them on a Duramax?
Yeah, some of the guys that are really, really hardcore drag racers, they'll put one of these in and get rid of the Allison. Numerous reasons. A, weight. B, supposedly these transmissions will shift a lot faster than an Allison. So, and probably a lot easier control also. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this valve body, and it's going to be a really cool deal. Because of the horsepower levels that he's going to be pushing with this valve body is going to be what they call a constant pressure valve body. The regulator is basically done. The spring's out of here, everything else. The reason they do that is they have to control the pressure in these valve bodies so that they don't balloon the converter and blow it up. So by doing so, on the stator assembly, the sealing ring that would normally be on here is now gone. We're not going to run that. That's going to stay off. We're going to have constant line pressure here of 180 to 200 psi continuous. That is going to allow us to not hurt clutch packs and not balloon a converter. So we're going to go ahead and install this valve body, and this will work mint. And to tell you the quality of what this valve body is, when they say they measure and test everything, they include a Superflow dyno sheet just of the valve body alone. So this is totally impressive to me. I mean, this is state-of-the-art stuff right here. This trans that's going to go in that truck is going to be incredible. Garen's given us the customer support we need to do this, and this is going to be a really, really super cool build. I'm really excited to put this thing together.
So one of the biggest reasons why I came here to Wisconsin is to take this here and document this build to educate you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you guys probably aren't Dodge fans, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, so I don't want to speak too soon. We're going to be building probably by far one of the most bulletproof 47 REs on YouTube. So I want you to stay tuned and watch that very next video. I'm really excited about it. But we're going to go ahead and crack open this transmission and show you guys everything, show you the down and dirty. This is a full Suncoast build right here. Just a lot of things in here that we can strengthen. For example, the billet parts. There's a few things that are billet in this transmission. So let's go ahead and have some fun. Let's go ahead and tear into her.
Got a little bit of metal in there. All right, we got our filter off. Inside here, and get that extension housing off for the filter. And just like that, we got a valve body out.
It's a girl.
It's a girl. You want to spank it, see if it cries? See, we got a few hot spots on there.
A few burnouts.
Yep. Just got a little warm. So we're going to carefully remove this. There's our snap ring. Don't be surprised if some of these needle bearings come out of here. Just keep them all in place and take note of which way this came out, because it's got to go back in the same way. You can't flip this upside down. So we're going to set this piece off on the side for now. We'll clean that later. Got that all out. Okay, here's our wavy snap ring. Take these are T25 Torx. The rest of this assembly out of here. Pull up and off of here. Press this down in this and get this snap ring out and the snap ring inside here. There is a very, very high pressure spring inside there that you don't want to wear upside your head. So we're going to go ahead and get this apart. Release this up. There's our clutches, and this is the spring we didn't want to wear upside our head. I'm going to go ahead and take this all apart, get the clutches out of here, get everything cleaned. Clutches that came out of the trans, you can tell they've got some hot spots up in here where they got a little warm. You just tell all the way around here they got hot. Looks like they ran black choline in these. If I had to take an educated guess, I'd say these are probably Alto clutches. So we're going to go ahead and kick them aside. Our sun shell, we're going to try to get this on camera for you so you can see this. We got some damage. The edge of this sun shell is all burred up here. I'm going to try to just take my screwdriver and kind of point out the tips here. This here is damaged pretty good. In fact, if we turn it this way, we'll try to get in the camera. The corner here where it's squared off, this corner is rolled back now, and there's a big burr on the outside edge. This drum is junk. And then if we look, once this drum's down in there, you'll see how much movement we have. This drum is tore up pretty good. So luckily we were able to get another drum. Here's our other drum. We're gonna drop that on in place, and now you see how tight that one is. Way better than what we had. Knowing what we've seen here with the trans apart, it's a good thing we are going through it rather than just you know, saying, well, it was a good used transmission, we're going to run it, because definitely there was some damage here. There definitely was some wear. Some of the clutch packs definitely got hot. The Bellevue for the clutch drum, that also had some wear on it and did not have the pressure that it should have had anymore. So we've got everything pretty much handled here, and now we're just going to start putting these assemblies together and getting them back in the transmission case. A good thing that the trans is here, that we're rebuilding this and going through it. That way we know exactly what we have.
As you guys can see back here, we have almost everything disassembled, but stay tuned for that later video. We're going to go ahead and show you guys how we're going to tear this thing down and rebuild it using the Garen parts. We're really excited about it. Hey, big shout out to the team at Kodiak Truck for allowing me to come here to their shop and film this process. I think that's really cool of them to do that. The biggest question that we're going to answer in this video today, after this transmission was built 7 years later, should I have rebuilt this transmission? Absolutely. You guys saw in this video today the carnage of this transmission. I know I didn't show you guys the entire process of, you know, disassembling this transmission, but again, make sure you guys stay tuned for that video. I'm really excited to post it. But that's all the time that we have for today. Again, big shout out to Kodiak Truck. Make sure you reach out to them if you are interested in any transfer cases, rear end rebuilds, front differentials, basically anything driveline. I left that link in the description below. Also, use my coupon code TRUCKMASTER. It's going to save you guys some money if you decide to upgrade your stuff as well. So that's it. Thanks for your time. Stay tuned.